Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ratman Horatio, and I'm going back into Darktide. I must be missing something with it, because there is a lot of positivity around the game, and people are really enjoying it. But I don't know. It's a weird thing. I'm playing Darktide again and again, and I keep running into to the things that I enjoy, things that sour my experience. And realistically, the problem is probably me. Like this time around, I'm gonna turn up the music. I'm gonna turn up the soundtrack. I'm gonna try and really just enjoy myself today. Gonna do my level best. Do absolutely what I can. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I think part of the issue I'm running into is that I'm struggling to completely divorce I apologize. Divorce Darktide from Vermintide 2. Because Vermintide 2 set a pretty good standard. Vermintide 2, as it is now, has some problems, but it's perfect. It's perfectly suitable. It's fine. It is almost feature complete. It just needs that last career for Sienna, and we're good. It's done. We're fine. But Darktide, I don't know. And then there's how Darktide is handling the community backlash, the community outcry, by just lying to our fucking faces. If you look around for Fat Shark's response to the accusations of predatory microtransactions, they've made this outlandish claim, and I'm going to call it outlandish because it is. I've never heard such bullshit in my life. I've never felt so lied to my face. It's one of those things where you see a child knock something over, break a plate, break a vase, and then they just point to the dog or something. You know they're lying to you. They know they're lying to you. The dog knows that the kid is lying to you. But lie all the same they are. If you look up the Fat Shark response, they said that they did the premium currency in the current microtransaction model to avoid being predatory. And that, oh, whoopsie, they forgot a purchasing option. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Their excuse for limited time cosmetics with a premium currency that doesn't purchase cleanly into any of the purchases is, whoops, we forgot one of the options. Does this look like they forgot one? Does this look like they said, well, of all the things we're missing in Darktide, we're gonna push out the thing that's going to bring us more money. But oopsie whoopsie, we did all this work, we got these timers working, we have all these prices out, we've got all the other purchasing options out. But whoops, we forgot one of the purchasing options, you know, the consumer-friendly one. Oh. I'm having a time. I apologize. It's just... It's bizarre that they just lie to the face of the community like that and think it's just okay. They released this out of the beta into full release with a microtransaction shop that they're claiming isn't complete. That, whoops, this wasn't supposed to be predatory. This all is fine, but whoops, there's one more secret purchase option that just didn't make it into the full release. It's such a shame. And they ran all the way to the journos to talk about it. They didn't confront the community. They didn't go to the Steam community. They just write to the journalists. It's great, isn't it? I'm dropping frames on the stream. Fun fact, the only thing I've changed here is that. So I shouldn't be, but who knows if something else got reset. Our frame rate, supervision. Right. You know what, let's get into the game proper. First and foremost, I'm going to launch into Ratman to see if they've got any good weapons for sale. And from there, I'll work on my settings. God, it boils my piss that Fat Shark is just like, oh yeah, totally, we weren't trying to fuck you, we promise. Ignore the pack of condoms and roofies. Like, don't get me wrong, it's fine that they're a company and they're trying to make a profit. What they did in Vermintide 2, I found to be entirely acceptable. They had premium cosmetics, and they asked you for a flat purchase price. It's just like, okay, it's $3 for this hat. And it's like, that's fine. Sure, people like to super endgame, but I was still in the process of grinding out reds, which was RNG hell. So cosmetics weren't exactly on the highest order for me. And there were plenty of free cosmetics that looked nice as well. But for them to turn around and say, whoops, we just forgot we forgot a purchasing option that would have made our predatory microtransactions not predatory, and we specifically used premium currency to try to not be predatory. It is just full damage control, and it is the most blatantly and borderline openly dishonest thing they could have done.
Mold your mind, your body.
Like, it just outstandingly irks me that they're just like, oh yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Don't look at the Steam reviews. Don't look at the community. Look at the game reviews from trusted journalists. It's fine. It's fine. See, we're responding to this criticism. We're ignoring our community, but we're responding to the criticism. Well, that's statistically unlikely. Did it mess up a feat? Nope, that's still there.
That's fight enough out of you, Ranger! Ah, the dog's dead! No more trapper! I'm slaughtered! Tox Flame is dead!
Right, sorry, getting
Hold
distracted.
your weight next time!
It's just occurred to me that some of the specials are labeled as Maniac, which is its own armor class, I'm guessing. I think Maniac means they're more resistant to stagger. Flak armor is the general damage resistance. Unarmored is unarmored. And is Infested more resistant to damage but less resistant to stagger? Hold on. No, that seems pretty unchanged. What? Right, I shouldn't be getting distracted. Check the shop, switch to the other characters, because I basically don't benefit from playing Ratman anymore. Like, don't get me wrong, Ratman is still fun, it's just... the way you get items, like, if I wanted a new staff, I'd have to just wait. If I wanted to get a different staff, I'd just have to wait. Alright. So the thing I'm looking at here is the Fidelity FX Super Resolution. This will make the game look worse, arguably, but it might help with how the game runs. Capture frame rate, Super Resolution is off, because... let's give this a try. Turn on Ultra Performance. I dropped some frames there, that's to be expected. I'm getting 60 when moving around. No further frame drops, no consistent issues. It does take issue with the blood and gore, though. So shooting things is no problem, but meleeing things is causing some problems. Wasn't there a setting for that, which I literally turned off? Blah blah, low, 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 off, 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 lens quality off, low, combat impact, blood decals, decal lifetime. Yeah, blood, gore, gibbing, enemy wounds, and ragdoll interactions are all turned off. So why is it whenever I smack things, they still spew out maggots and jawbones? I don't know if it's showing up in stream, but there's this weird, almost screen-tearing effect. I think it has to do with the way some of these floor things are rendering. There are just weird hiccups. Alright, so options, video. I'm gonna drop a few more frames here because I'm gonna turn this off and we'll see how it goes. Ugh. Set it to automatic. Yeah, I dropped some chunky frames there. Well, the high seems higher, but it seems less consistent. If you're wondering why I'm running between and near enemies, it's so that it can be a little bit more graphically intensive. Alright. Just hitting enemies is dropping my frame rate down to 45. That is impressive. That is some impressive quality drop. Alright. Options, video. I will be doing rando stuff soon. Crunchy frame drops. Set that to ultra performance, see if that helps out at all. I don't know what kind of impacts this has on my CPU or GPU, but I don't know what kind of impacts this has on my CPU or GPU, but considering it's only for RTX graphics card, I assume it's a GPU thing. Sharpen, because yes, I'm gonna go ahead and... oh boy. Oof, turn that on to performance. Yet more frame drops. That makes the game look nice and crusty. But how is the frame rate? Let's go ahead and hit some things. Frame rate is identical. So frame drops whenever dealing in melee range is going to be expected heavily. It is impressive. It is impressive how significantly just hitting things is dropping the frames. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the fact that hitting things causes them to explode into bits, which I should be able to turn off, but I can't. Neat. Not really performance-friendly, but neat. No. Actually, hitting elites doesn't seem to... Okay, so hitting these elites doesn't seem to be doing as much because they're only exploding into blood and not exploding into bone. Whatever is going on with the whole explode into bone things. Things that explode into bones and blood seem to be harder on my system. Hold on, if I hit the dog, does it do... Yeah, that does blood and bones a little bit.
Hounds out of its misery.
Fantastic. Alright. Check the shop, switch careers to something that I'm going to play today. Maybe Ogrin, maybe Veteran Sharpshooter. Maybe I'll break out the Zealous Preacher again. Who knows? It's not like anyone in chat will tell me what to play, but... Also, I suppose it's worth mentioning, and I'm going to display this by, you know, using chat on my phone. I'm going to play a sound alert. I noticed in my last couple streams that the, where I normally have the chat overlay, so that, you know, people can see chat, is right over the UI, which I never really noticed, because I didn't pay close enough attention. Yes, it was over the UI. That should be in a better spot now, so that people will be able to actually read the chat clearly without struggling.
Here to serve.
Alright, so what do you got? Revolver, which is worse than what I have. You got any staves? What about staves? You got any staves? Pick that up. You do have a staff. You have a trauma staff.
Transaction authorized.
No. Void strike. I'm tempted to buy a couple staves just so I have more options. And I've got my highest stuff equipped. Sacrifice the damage versus bombers. Fat shark quality. I've changed it. I've switched it over. Close it out. Close it out. Reopen my inventory. Good. It actually saved the changer this time. Right. What a mess. Now let's change operatives. Let's do some veteran marksman. I don't play veteran marksman often because it makes me tilted, but I got a shotgun, which is going to remove me from doing range duty for a while because I'm going to be stuck shotgunning things. I still don't fully understand what the shotgun special is. It doesn't exactly get explained particularly well, and even taking it into the meat grinder, all I've noticed is that it does less damage. It's not like armor piercing. It'd be nice if they just said what it was. Like, oh, this is just high explosive shot, or this is a slug, or... Actually, if they added it so that the weapon special for the shotgun was a slug, so you could reach out and touch things with a shotgun, that would be great. Unfortunately, they don't. So before I get even more tilted than I already am, because my day has started with a friend sending me the interview with Fat Shark Developer, who's just like, we did this to not be predatory. Oh, so disingenuous. So disingenuous it hurts. Alright. No ranged. Also, my shop is filled with nothing but ranged, except that one axe. Which is, it's better than what I have, but... it's weird. Alright, so quick walk over meat grinder. Load up the meat grinder, show off the shotgun and why I don't understand the way its special works.
see what I can make
One
of
meat grinder.
you.
Now, last night, I think I got some answer. It has more, like, punch through, but less damage, but that wasn't exactly consistent. So, for people who didn't watch the last stream, which, as of now, no one has, except me. So, shotgun, it's an abomination that has pump action and autoloader combined. The Spash 12 is like that. The Frenchie Spash 12 is like that, but there's a bit more to it than that. Normal shot. Special. Like, is the shtick that it trades off damage for more knockback? I'd rather have the damage, you know? Try it against armor. These guys have flank armor. 205. No, it's just there. Hold on, what about against armor proper? 7. It's just worse against normal armor. Alright. Well, that did more. Try from behind. 211. 205. So it works better against some flak armor, but it is way, way slower because I have to load the shots one at a time. I don't get it. I don't understand. As a point of reference, no, I'm not jerking anyone around. It's just primary action 315, secondary action 315. Special ammo is just bullet with... It's not explosive. Like, I can tell you that. You can see it clear as day. It's not an explosive shot. Hold on. Let's try from a distance. Wait, is that the shtick? It's not explosive, but I guess that might explain why there was a weird pellet pattern I thought I was seeing. Yeah, that's it. Somehow loading a different shell gives you a duck-bill choke effect. What is a duck-bill choke? On shotguns, if you're going bird hunting and you want a horizontal pattern on your bird shot, there are things called duck-bill chokes. It is an extension of the barrel of a shotgun. It makes it so that the pellets will spread horizontally and not vertically or circularly. It hasn't seen the most... I don't know, I guess you do see it whenever people go duck hunting or something, or go for flocks of birds. So that's what that does. That's... They couldn't have just said adds a choke? They couldn't have explained it better? They could have tried to explain it at all, other than just special ammo, which wouldn't be special ammo because that's not how bullets work? So I trade damage for a much wider spread. Neat. I hate that I have to manually load each and individual single horizontal spread shot, but whatever. No, I didn't test out my career skill with it because it'll either be fine or it won't. And we're going to learn the hard way as we do it live. Also, I'm curious to see how my settings go. I will admit that in the launch settings, I did increase the thread worker count by 1. Which should put more of the game on the CPU, but that might do things to OBS. We'll find out if I start dropping mad frames. When I'm not changing settings, I'll go back, relaunch the game, reduce the thread counts by 1. The thread workers by 1. Fascinating. And then from there. Nope, wrong room. I wanted to quick stuff in here.
My name's Carl. Oscar Carl. I specialize
yes.
in new outlooks on life. Don't like your ears, your hair, your nose? I can fix that. For a price. Make you the talk of the Morning Star. Your personality, though, there, you're on your own. I'm good, but I can't work miracles. Whatever Elliot might tell
Excellent.
you. I'm always open.
Scrunty. Alright, sign me up for suffering. This is the worst the game has looked so far, but hopefully my frame rate is more consistent. Going to queue up for random difficulty 2 mission because I don't even have my second feat as a... Oh, I'm departing already. Great! As I don't even have my second feat point. And I'd like to get additional feats.
Chasm Terminus fell to the heretics a long time ago, but we can use that. You're going to access the station's auto-scheduler and redirect a high-value
Psyker,
target.
2 priests,
You'll be
and
waiting
then
on the
there's me with a
platform,
shotgun.
And you'll kill them. Is that clear?
Alright, so this may have some problems. The team comp, that is. I also have no idea what mission we're doing. She spoke and explained things, but... I have 2 ears, so information can go in one and come out the other. Drop the 1 frame on loading in.
The garrison doesn't concern you. Move up.
Well, come on, lads.
These fortifications won't last against a real assault. We need to change things up. Your first stop's the marketplace. You can splice into the auto-scheduler from there.
We will not be found wanting! Do you hear?
Access the vent holes and follow them to the marketplace.
Frag grenade!
Finally, a worthy strike! Awesome!
Thought I saw something down below. I'll have to check it out.
Blasteel!
Plasteel, the team isn't exactly staying together particularly well. The Psyker's hanging out with me as best they can, but our teammates don't seem particularly interested in trying to find resources.
I cannot fight like this!
One shot, one kill.
Kill that foul mutant!
Victory there!
You're bleeding out!
No one's had it!
Wait, did they? Oh, they're dumb.
To return the favor.
Fleeing trapper! Cut it down! Live on terror!
Well, at least they managed to avoid that one.
Always! Turn your coats! I'll find ya!
You know, loyalty is duty are not alien concepts to your colleagues, Roughneck.
You might be wondering why the shotgun is performing differently than it did in the meat grinder. It is because I test weapons on the hardest difficulty, because that is, like, worst case scenario for the weapons. Like, you're on the hardest difficulty and you don't have the best weapon. I love how naturally enemies move through the environment, like Olympic skaters on an ice rink. Nope, dog just through the wall. Bye. Nothing we can do about that now. He pounced to near invulnerability. What a shame.
Don't get up from there!
You all need to be together. Group up.
And my suffering.
This is the place. Get to work. The data interrogators to get you access to the auto-scheduler.
Limited ammo doesn't mean limited to you!
Put it to good use, then.
Alright, I'm gonna have to switch to melee for a little bit. Wow, that man really just didn't want to die. Oh, my special shot dropped down.
Ammo! Every bullet a prayer of vengeance!
Add-on here. Pay attention. Data inbound. Continue. Defend. Data flow resumed. No interruptions. On the side of praised.
She doesn't allow talk of faith to distract her. A lesson for you?
I'll admit, Zola's strength of purpose is inspiring! Zola!
Not disrupt the flow of data again.
Scab shot that out!
Oceans a wonder. The greatest planetary capital for 3 directors.
have a mighty need for ammo, so I better back off the range. Fortunately, I seem to be having a little trouble actually getting kills with the knife. It isn't actually doing any damage, which is a pity. What? Oh, you got grabbed.
Put it together, priest! Neutralize the trapper!
That's it. That's the key. Take the upload to redirect the train.
That man had an invisible mace handle. Nice rendering.
Assuming you get there in time.
Yeah, I talk about it a lot.
Stealth shall be our weapon against the enemy.
Heretics deserve all they get. It's as simple as that.
Vengeance. Delivered to judgment.
I don't know why people don't look around levels for crafting supplies, like, at all. Those aren't even that, like, out of the way. They're just... whatever. Also, that fire wasn't real.
Ammo!
Spec's already way ahead.
Diamante! Think we scared him off? Shame!
Recon shows the target's inbound. You need to hurry up.
There are no tomes. There are no grims. This is Darktide.
The necessary is so easy on the eye.
I have yet to take damage, so this is not my problem. What's up? No, Spec took it.
Stop, gunner!
I hate this fucking
The tech priest seems strange.
rubble
Even for a member of the
walking path.
Commandos and attempts at humor are tactically suboptimal.
Keep your eyes open around there! Now be smart!
heretics are to slay, Guardian.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
You're dead.
Sniper! Sniper! Dead! Dead!
Thank you, teammate.
Or not, we will slay them.
Protocol
Come on.
requires you help!
Nope.
Who amongst us is without sin? Speak of your failings, pilgrims, and ask his forgiveness.
I probably should have kept a better eye on them, but I assumed they wouldn't stay up there once they saw me drop off, but whatever. Through the wall, how nice. Not quite through the wall.
Only ammunition for a crusade, Guardian.
Medipack! Medical station!
This is fine. We're on a boss map. It'll be fine.
Stars,
Teammates up above. Gonna get a wide shot.
Your end is nigh!
Oh, this boss fight is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna go with interesting. Monster. I think that's Beast Nerval. Oh, that's an ogre. It's not after me. Where did you come from?
They got past you too hard! Getting some payback.
Come on, big boy. It's ogre season.
Copy that! Engage!
Oh, the fucking dog.
Kill the beast!
Could one of them turn around?
Kill the hound!
Could you
Kill the beast!
look around you? Use your eyes, your ears? They're too busy using their mouth to breathe.
Your health is pretty fine.
Half tempted to just double back, but whatever at this point. If I die, I die.
A grenade! There for the taking!
I deserve that for going after our teammate instead of just, you know.
Go! Into darkness!
Whatever.
I am not afraid.
Then why mention it?
Also, dodging with a shotgun is not good. Why would you?
Control! What can you tell us of the secret?
What a colossal waste. There's a Medicaid station right up here every single time, without exception.
Strategically unsound.
We had 2 medical packs. We got rid of both of them before entering the boss arena. Somehow. I just... End the suffering.
Your false emperor cannot protect you now!
That's the sanction and active target. What are you waiting for?
Oh, I dodged right into that. Reload.
Kill shot looking for a skull.
No celebration until it's ended.
Ammo fight! Engaging. Focus. Fire.
A successful domination.
Kill that thing! A good kill. Now let's deal with the rest.
You surprise me, Zealot.
What? First round, it's fine. Oh, it's fine. My fault. I shouldn't have gone for teammates. At least I got an axe out of this. And other than the couple frames dropped whenever the match started, no frames dropped during the mission. So that's great. Wonderful. Didn't lose any frames on loading into the Morningstar, so that's a plus. Alright, it gave me an axe, which is worse than what I have. Into the garbage it goes. You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen.
I will assist.
Alright, so this hasn't reset yet, but I have money to purchase things. I'm really tempted to buy the revolver, because I've heard fun things about it, not so much from the... Yeah, screw it. Why not? Shotgun is weird, and I don't like it. Got a pistol bash, ADS. Yeah. High damage and precise. Ammo is going to be incredibly limited, but, it's whatever. Right, as I've done what I can, there's nothing left to do. Actually, let me check to make sure that, yeah, I was gonna say, let me check to make sure that axe sold. It didn't, in fact, sell when I wanted it to. Don't you lie to me, game. I know whenever you don't actually do it. Alright. Alright. Close out the inventory, reopen the inventory, go back to the revolver. There we go. It's actually equipped now. Well, I want to do that one. Low intensity engagement. Horatio. Horatio, it's well past noon. Your day has been going. Why are you talking like it's just started? Huzzah!
You're heading for the Torrance Cogitator array to upload some
Right,
dodgy
so
recon
what's our
data.
team comp? I didn't
You'll
pay
get
attention.
today's cipher idents, but your servo
I can't tell what that guy
goes
is
down for you.
because he's
Once
in
you've got access to the
bathrobes. I'll be able to tell whenever we get in, and that
Feed
person's
the
a
man
zealot.
intel, then get out.
You know, on one hand, from what I've seen of Revolver gameplay in Darktide, it's weird that you can only carry you carry so little ammo with it. You know?
This squalid shantytown might yet be saved, if the God Emperor wishes it.
The cartel laid down the law here for decades.
Weird bit of a flip there, but whatever.
Yours gone from here.
The God Emperor provides all we need. Those who sift the mire do so out of greed.
What you need are cipher idents. What you have is none of them. Go check out the bazaar.
Alright, so this works the way I thought it did. Spade is really far behind, and... the revolt... Hold on. Let's see if that was a one-off. So... 2 shots. Yep, it actually keeps proper track. That is a really nice detail. It wasn't entirely necessary, but... So, Spade is also a veteran marksman, but... I love it when the ranged enemies don't actually transition to melee. They just sit there in range, shooting you at point blank. And your teammates. It's great. Such good design. I'm glad they patched that in the beta. The reason I tagged it instead of just picking it up is to make sure my character shouts it out so that everybody knows.
This is tertium all over. If there's a nook or cranny, someone will make a home of it. Ammo!
Fire at will!
Kill shot ready.
Oh, painful. Don't worry about it. We're fine. It's fine. People don't like checking the alternative routes for things like ammo, but more importantly, for the crafting materials, which you're going to need a lot of whenever you get to max level. Because that was a fantastic design decision, wasn't it, Fat Shark?
God Emperor, deliver us!
No priest! We get ourselves out of this!
Keep one in the cylinder for me.
Don't waste time taking in the sight. There aren't any. Throwing grenade!
Very good. Back. And hold dispense. So, how much do you think they're going to charge to get, like, a Mauler welding mask as a hat? You know?
Engaging. Focus. Fire. Facing me!
I'd give a price, because that's the kind of thing they had in the last game. But, I'm gonna guess 1,000 kilos, maybe 2. No, 2,400 is what they charge for the bundles, for those premium sets. So, 1,000 tracks for just a hat, but considering how much more the Psyker hoods are in the free shop than the other things are, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to push for like 1,500, maybe more.
Even the smallest warrior has a place in the God Emperor's plan, as long as they're safe, be true.
That is, if they ever go that route. Like, I wonder if they're ever, like, don't get me wrong, I'd be interested in a Death Corps of Krieg set, but that would not fit here at all. Like, it's nice, but Death Corps of Krieg are the Death Corps of Krieg. One thing a health spade needs it. Need being a strong word. What is that fucking barrel buffer?
Stairs!
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Ratman. You won't be able to make sense of it. You good, Spade? Spade. Spade, please. Also, still no chat block. Come on, come on, Ratman. You said you'd stop trying to compare Darktide to Vermintide 2, even with small quality of life things on this. It's really hard not to get salty. I should relax, but being tilted is just what I do.
It's this way! Bomber kill!
Nope. Come on, Horatio. It's the weekend. Should be doing good.
Take the grenade!
There she is. At the Medicaid station already.
One trapper!
Right, my turn to get left behind, but I can catch up. Nice 2 shots in. Might as well burn the heal because there's a point of no return just up ahead. Hey, anyone in chat care to place a guess on how long it's going to take for them to re-add a pistol twirl? Because I remember they added Saltspire's Brace of pistol twirl really late in development, and I figured like given the opportunity they'd add some of those nice flourishes. But I guess they're still working on, you know, the main features of the game, so small nice gestures that show quality and care are on the wait, on the hold. They're on the back burner.
Initiating search routines.
Alright, let's see if our teammates know how the scanner works. Up through this window, land on top of this. That's what I was waiting for.
There are answers in this place, but you will require your perspectives to find them.
Quick reload,
What are you waiting
and
for?
get ready to use it. Oh, of course. I'm sure they can handle it.
I detect no further data sources in this area. Return to the server site. You're getting slower, inefficient, but we have the
Right.
cipher ident.
The elevator's gonna
Yeah, I see the writing on the wall. We're gonna need
get
this.
ready for a fight.
Bullard!
Point and shoot, military.
Soldier! Found you some ammo! Back in the face!
You know, I expected more.
There, sniper!
I think I heard something. No, just normal enemies. Right. Grab ammo. We're out.
That explicator. Not one for small talk, is she?
She seems a fine servant of the God
Been
Emperor.
running errands for the Inquisitor long, explicator.
Mine was a winding path, one that led through darker places than this.
Fear not, the God Emperor sees your service.
Where's the hammer?
Ricky the stronghold, ain't he? I bet you're glad they didn't have time to raise the bridge.
Don't you do that to me, game. Don't you give me a headshot sound. Eat my bullet and then tell me I didn't actually hit him. Smells like a beast of Nurgle around the corner.
Kill confirmed! Weapons ready!
And I'm going to take a quick peek up above because I am as greedy gets. I'm just called a greedy guts. I forgot the well, I got 2 shots on him, not enough to actually do what I wanted to do.
Killing spree, soldier! Every kill! I'm praying for the dead!
Safety in numbers, folks. Group up.
Let me know if you see something worth selling, yeah?
If you live long enough to sell anything, I'll buy
Alright,
it
have the
yourself.
decency to get rid of your tags. You can get rid of tags if you're the one that plays them by just tapping T while looking at them.
Aha! A med station!
Here we are. Put the cipher ident to work. Get those
Whatever.
security stacks disabled.
So that man got impatient and died because he rushed ahead.
Analysis recommends data retrieval at this site.
Oh, it's on Spade. Yep. Really? There's... I think Spade got the other outlier one.
Acceptable.
Yep.
Pull it together, soldier! The guard sticks together,
God
yeah?
damn it. Why did you put down a healing station? Why would you do that?
Let it all burn! Burn that thing!
Of all the things you could have done there, putting down a med station was not the... Oh. Randos.
You are shooting at me!
Well, if Vissa went down there, I'm sure she can handle it.
Trouble out of that one.
Any ammo about? Interrogate these fixing! Now!
Backwards R.
Watch and learn!
Systems green. Uplink resumed. As you were.
Alright, I don't think we're going to have another interruption. We're going to be able to go in the middle and then do the final one. So I'm just going to hang out here.
Make dry!
This is only risky if there's a pox burster.
Everybody dies.
Right, now, if they have any,
Data interrogation rate acceptable.
not have any good sense. Viscia receives the explosion.
The interrogator refuses to work. Recommence. Systems free. Uplink resumed. As you were.
Ammo! Interrogate these fixing! Now!
Very compelling. Really?
In the God Emperor's name!
I can only imagine you attempted random inputs until it worked. But it is now working. Completion imminent.
We're going up martyrs. Move!
Cops will come over! Got a good feeling about his shot. Wanna kill confirmed!
Very compelling. Please, team, I beg you.
Hurling grenade!
Alright, so Revolver. How do I feel about it? It exists, it's got high damage, it's got some punch through, giving it a bit more crowd control than some of the other weapons I've been stuck using. How does it compare to the shotgun? I prefer it over the shotgun. My god, do I prefer it over the shotgun. I want to point out that the game is outright lying to me. The game is lying to me. I am already using that melee weapon, and I've seen that weapon family in the store repeatedly. The game is lying to me. It is lying to my face. Like, we can check back on the VOD and check. I think actually in my other VOD as well, the last time I played Veteran Marksman, there were some Hellborn, whatever the hell, las guns in the shop. So that's not working as intended, clearly. Although I said I was using that sword, but no, that's, I think I have that on the Psyker. On this character, I have a dagger at the moment, but I swear I've used that sword on this character, so...
Here to serve.
Yeah, I'm using the Catachan, the combat blade. The Catachan Mark III combat blade. This hasn't reset, so... Oh, it resets in 45 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, join me for the litany of the impatient. Someone designed this and thought it was good. And yet, here we are. Staring. Waiting. My god, does my character look like a Xeno.
My service is fulfillment.
20 seconds. We've burned half the time required. You know, I've heard some of the people on the forums and whatnot complain that the true endgame currently for Darktide is waiting. You hop on Darktide every hour to check the store, or you time it out so it's every 2 hours.
Unit ready to serve.
Fantastic. Headhunter autogun. Autogun. Wow, look at all these worthless things that are way weaker than what I already have. I could buy these, but by the time that I get to the level to use them, they'll be worthless. Probably. Possibly. Maybe. Right, we just immediately... Before that, I did complete a penance. I can't even remember what it was. I'm sure it wasn't important. It was probably... Yeah, I got this. Yes, tier 2. Oh, that's quite a lot. Banishment? Oh, I've done that, so... So, bullying the bully, and then... an absurd amount of poxwalkers and other terrors of the warp. Oh no, that's Purgator 4. I need Purgator 5. Great. Kill 40,000 enemies. I'm not quite there yet. Just over halfway. 20 consecutive enemies with headshots. Easier said than done with the hit reg being what it's being. Kill a monstrosity in 5 seconds or left. I feel like that's a group of 30, like level 30s going back onto the difficulty 1 and just having whatever monster spawns bite the curb. No. Difficulty 2. Scriptures. It's a strike. Maybe... If I hated myself, I could just immediately go into a difficulty 4, because that didn't get changed despite community outcry of you really need to reset these difficulty levels and ranges. Like, I'm willing to argue I don't think anyone would have complained if the highest difficulty missions gave no experience but a boatload more money. Like, you could probably get away with just removing the experience and just adding that to the money, and people would be fine with it. Because there's no way you're going to have someone who's not max level on a difficulty 5 and they just get through it. Unless they're carried hard. But at that point, why? Alright, so there are 2 tier 3 missions. One has scriptures, one has grims. I'm going to let the game decide. Will I suffer the grimoire? or will I revel in the scriptures? I will say, if it's scriptures, it's easy. If it's grimoires, this has become a difficult situation, and I'm going to feel the pain. I already feel the pain. I'm tempted to leave. I'm so fucking tempted.
The cooling system in manufacturer HL 1736.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine, Horatio. It couldn't get worse, could it?
Goes dark, we'll lose a key source of war material, so the coolant needs restoring. Guess who's doing that? Reach the control room, access the cryonic rods, and put them to work. Preferably before something explodes.
Right. If there is a demon host on this map, and they aggro it, I'm not going to bother attacking it unless they can show that they have the damage. If they do not have the damage, they're on their own. Hopefully they don't find any of the grimoires. If I find one, I'm obligated to pick it up, but I'm not exactly happy about that.
So far, so good. Move on through the ventilation tunnels.
So this is where they treat you.
All right, you lot. You need cryonic rods, and you're gonna find those in the control chamber.
We bring light to the lost and death to the faithless. The workers have made a half chamber here. It's humbling to see such devotion.
That had hit sounds both times, right? I'm not crazy. Well, I probably am, but, like... It's one of those things where... That...
Kill confirmed!
Skillful in its bed.
Ranger incoming!
Reloading!
The hound is dead-free.
I have some questions. Like, why were there so many gunners? I'll take it. I'm having some... What is my ping?
Only way! Let's go!
Oh, I love gunners.
Double time it through the maintenance area. You're almost to the production line.
Off-world associates may be unaware of Tertium's thriving liturgical drama scene. Very highly regarded across the sector. Think Messalina is central, of course.
Bro! How'd you ever get anything done? Embrace your death!
Face me! Beware your battle!
I think I heard for a single moment a tick from a pox burster.
Ah, a healing station.
Come on, peek your head up.
I see a grenade! That we even categorize abhumans as such is abhorrent. Are they not simply comrades?
Grenade down! Christ!
Stay close, my kindred!
Follow protocol and we may win!
Ranger incoming!
Incoming attacker!
I'm an infant now, will I?
Fury does not have picture making! Excessive force authorized!
I've seen worse.
Compliment! Only me something from professionals!
Stop killing!
This one's for Cadia.
On you, something special.
Track her down!
Why did it take so long for them to climb that staircase? Why did I actually get away with dueling the trapper? That... No, that... what were they doing? I don't know. Don't think about it, Ratman. You're never gonna find an answer. Well, that's a grim.
Ammo here, Templar!
Grimoire!
Emperor's mercy administered!
Focus fire! Aye! Wait! I'm not waiting for you to pull it together! Trapper! Eliminated!
I love my teammates. Their ability to help and assist in team-oriented fashions is just... It's profound. Nope, those are normal enemies.
That's the Ranger attendant!
So, we go down!
I was playing Ogren when I could solo the entire game with minimal issue.
A grenade for ye!
Yep, very compelling.
No, Ranger!
That Ranger's angry!
I'm so glad they were willing to go out of their way to try and brain burst Ragers. I shouldn't complain. I was probably the same way when I started ciphering. Wait, no, they're fucking... Those are beta players. They shouldn't be this... Don't think about it, Ratman. Just don't.
Hounds out of his misery!
Very compelling.
Ammo! The sight is true, friend!
Bastard, look out!
There's more blood than seems ideal!
Blessed balms for sore wounds!
Okay, team's in a difficult spot. Should probably drop the Grimoire. Probably. Though there's no guarantee that if I find the second Grim that they won't pick it up because, yes, not fully understanding the ramifications of what they've done.
Stick to the conveyor until you reach the overseer's office.
Was that some very desynced, like, damage versus animation? Come on, lad. I love the sound of his animations. I love the sound they make, you know? I feel as though they put a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of care. Genuine care. Like the amount... They put as much care in as I'm not putting in sarcasm. Very compelling. I deserved that because I didn't think it was coming for me, but it was. Yeah. Yep. There goes the cycle. Why was there a bulwark? I love all these silent elites. I love how they're completely indistinguishable from one another, and they make no distinct noise. Have a grenade. I need to reload.
Wait! Get up! Now!
I must grin and bear it.
Wait, it's firing!
Oh, I had no toughness. That... I can't talk to them during the death scene. Great. And... yeah, they don't even want to hear it. That's fucking fine. Not my fault, however. I'm not going to take responsibility for that. Why did the Psyker go off alone? I went off to try and grab the Psyker. Because we could have gotten to him, but I... This is the problem with the other Psyker as it is that the amount of time you have to spend channeling Brain Burst before you get the ability to get Brain Burst in other ways. So dependent on teammates. And the amount of time you gotta spend channeling early on is just so suck. Check the merchant. You know what? I'm just going to play a character that can solo the entire game instead of doing something that requires, you know, teammates and cohesion. I'm just going to play Ogren. Sure, I need to progress with veteran sharpshooter, but I can wait to not do that with randos. With randos, I can just play Ogren and deal with the entire game myself, alone. No matter how bad my team is, I'll be able to pull through. In theory. In practice, well, it depends on what latency is like and how the game feels like being.
Good day.
I might as well take a quick peek to see what's up with the armory. Is there anything interesting? There is the Super Pooper Scooper. But I've got a shield. There are 2 flavors of cleaver knife. There's another cleaver knife. No. Is there really only there is a single ranged weapon in this entire shop, and it is that green Ripper gun. I love the RNG of the shops. I love not being able to fully control this nightmare game.
Goodbye, operative.
Let me go ahead and check the weeklies, because why do these why is Sire Milk unlocked at level fucking 11? All right, so this all needs to get done.
Our hopes go with you.
Take a quick peek. Feats. Yep. Yep. I don't care about any of those. I'll eventually get Bloodthirst. Hard as Nails might work, depending on how questionable the team is. But that will be inconsistent, while Bloodthirst will be significantly more consistent. First game back is Ogren, going to queue into difficulty 3 because it's easier and I don't have to care. I'm joining a mission in progress.
The smelter's been disabled and I want it functional. I want that smelter operating, and I don't care what you have to kill to make that happen. We badly need HL 1736's Lehman Russ battle tanks on the front lines, so take no chances.
I've seen a friend start Darktide, and then it just popped up they started it again. I think they either hard crashed out of it, or something else happened. You know what? It's the weekend. I'm not doing anything. I was gonna talk about getting something else to drink, but...
Shut your sniveling mouth! Shout it! You lot make head hurt! Fire! Get fire! There's going to become your fool! The soul delivered! Wake in the flame! I'm the strongest!
There was this really weird, unnatural pause that...
You hardened bleeders!
Whatever. Why? Also, managed to get through that charge, and only for enemies not to actually get stunned by it. You love to see it.
The Ranger is delivered to judgment! Watch it! Sniper!
Mm-hmm. Very compelling sniper.
Down! We carry the guns right with us!
There's a med station.
Alright, so this is the finale. We have 2 tomes. I have 1. Stronger Kiss has 1.
Shout to the litanies of duty!
Whatever. Just press the button and get me out of here.
You need to drive out a demonic infestation. Give it a taste of violence.
Right, I guess I'll just do the objective. I swear, the Corruptors have massive damage resistance versus range for some reason.
Down!
Got more demonic growths.
Indeed. Where? Why? Lamb! It's gonna do knockback. Popcorn's off doing popcorn things, I guess.
Restore the God Emperor's smelter!
One last target. Get it done.
Loading ammo! Give me cover!
There's a path here, through the middle, then up to the left, and it'll take you where you need to go. Right. I'm gonna... The night is young, but it's not so young that I can't start drinking, so... Boy howdy, I'm gonna need the drink.
That did it. Now with the restart to get the thing running proper.
Okay, he's fine.
If I get me on that side, try to stop me!
Very compelling sniper. I am, however, apathetic to your plight. God damn it, popcorn bot.
Target snap! Right, stand clear!
Nicely done. Couldn't ask for a cleaner result.
Get us out of this bleeding east!
A bold effort, slab!
Your barrel will shut it!
Right. So I'm gonna get Darktide restarted. I'm going to change the stream name. And yeah. Yeah. It's the weekend. I should enjoy myself a little bit, even if I'm playing a game that I'm not really sad with. So, if you're patient and you give me just a moment, I'll begin to pour the wine, as it were, and we will turn Darktide into Drunktide. And maybe tonight we'll have just a little bit of fun. Why am I restarting Darktide? Because I have no idea how Darktide is going to handle alt-tabbing. So restarting it is the way to go, from my perspective. Alright. Well, from Salty Gamer to Drunktide with randos. I wonder if Twitch will actually let me do that. Yep, it'll let me do it. Boy howdy. Alright, so I'll return in just a moment. We'll get Darktide up and running in the meantime. I'm going to get my wine. I'm going to get some ice. I'm going to have a nice big old glass of water before all this starts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Drunktide.
It is the 41st millennium. For 10,000 years, the Imperium has dominated the galaxy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back.
There is only
I have my wine. While I was up, for a treat, I got a little bit of provolone. So I have wine, I have cheese,
soul, from the most
but I don't have any.
The most
no, I shouldn't make that joke. Alright, so
is dedicated
some cheese,
to the
some wine,
service
while this
of the
cutscene
God
plays.
Emperor of mankind.
Let's get it started.
The Imperium's battle fleets and armies, from the conscripted soldiers of the Astra Militarum to the elite space marines of the Adeptus Astartes, keep humanity safe from alien threats and cosmic horrors beyond imagining. But there is another war. It is the one in which I serve.
Commence war translation.
Our war is not one of battlefields and fleet engagements. It is waged by the dedicated agents of the Imperial Inquisition, It is fought in the cities and hives of the Imperium. In the back streets and the forgotten sublevels. In hive cities like Tertium.
We are surrounded! Don't get overrun! Through this door!
For if the Inquisition fails, if we fail, the Imperium falls with us.
I'd like to point out that monster in the intro cutscene does not exist anywhere in the game currently. You cannot encounter that on missions. You cannot encounter that on missions. English. Right. So I've had quite a bit of wine. I'm finishing off my cheese. We'll hop on more Cadian bacon, because look, Ogrins are brokenly overpowered currently. There's something to say about how advantageous it is to have almost 4 times the health of the squishiest class. Alright, there's no way the shop has reset, so we're just gonna go ahead and immediately queue into another mission. Difficulty 3? Yep, let's go. I'm not even gonna look. I have no idea what I'm going into, all I know is I'm going into something. It's gonna be one of those days where I just don't want to wake up. Right, let's go.
The heretics utilize certain excise vaults as a contagion silo. Breach, acquire, return.
Please, please tell me I didn't get an investigation.
To gain access, interface with the nearby servitor colony and gain today's cipher idents. The contagion vials are too unstable to transport. Utilize the pneumatic conveyor, then return.
Well, if I got an investigation, I'm going to be very, very sad. I suppose I'll turn this into a bit of a game. If I win, I drink. If I lose, I drink. If I go down, I drink. If a teammate goes down, I drink. So, I have 3/4 of a gallon of wine here. If it's gone by the time the stream is over, it's gone by the time the stream is over. Alcohol poisoning be damned.
Shield does not look healthy.
Why is he... Why are you wasting your ammo? Alright, there are grimoires. Yeah, addendum. If... This is a very specific rule. If on a grimoire mission someone asks, does the grimoire apply a dog? If someone doesn't understand how grimoires work and they actively ask about it, I'll drink. God, I hate ragers. Come on, big boy. Right. There are two kinds of ogrins in this world. The kind that's that run up on count 'em, 2 crushers, and the kind that struggles with a single berserker. Does that guy have the ping in the millions? Seems like it. Nice try, Buttercup. Mission's barely started, and 2 of the 4 of us are basically dead. The other Ogren's okay, but he's taken a few chips.
Those are some ghastly wounds and no mistake.
Heads down!
What's wrong, berserkers? What's wrong? Can't actually deal with good old Ogren stun locking? Really? Really? I'm sitting here dealing with multiple berserkers and my teammates are getting downed elsewhere. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love quick play. Oh, I just love it. Hold on. I need to drink. Okay, real quick. Man, he started swinging from around that corner. Oh. Alright, also, how much am I drinking? I'm just drinking a mouthful. I may drink mid-mission randomly as well. We don't need to deal with the Crusher. Willing to bet that, yep, Ogren did exactly what I thought he would. Yeah, try me, Shotgunner.
Remember me, best mate's name. I forget lords. Too long as your thoughts are filled with purpose.
Was that a demon?
Drunktide! Holy ammunition!
Cargo elevator 36102 is out of position. Reset its position, varlets.
Abomination! Come and die! Sickening! Engaging!
No animation.
This thing's even tougher than a regular old ring.
Reckon it's weak in the head.
What do you think I'm trying to do? You fucking ass fucking apply for selling. No weapons dry as the Witherlands.
All muscle, no brain. Medicare station.
Right.
Used to count me scars. Now there's too many.
I envy you, big man. You don't think about the scars on the inside.
You don't think about the skies on the inside. No one in the Imperium does. This is the Imperium man, the 41st millennium.
I'm out of ammo!
Ammo. I do not fear death. Me? Not only time of red.
I've actually heard about this. The big man's not wrong.
Right, so whenever we're getting the other guy, I need to stop and drink because, yeah. Yep.
Better at shouting than fighting, Empress. Thank you.
What in the Emperor's name is that?
We're having a time.
Get up, priest. I can't fight like this.
It wasn't dead? That I don't like that. It went head straight into the ground. I dislike that immensely.
Bit of bone or gristle.
Alright, I gotta drink for that guy dying. Oh, hey, someone found a Grim. Lovely. Right.
On to the lift. Time to go, mates.
Grenade? Lovely.
I'm not gonna count the ogre and going on a ledge hang as a drink, because it doesn't count, okay? It just doesn't. Get this reload in. Check our back. Good, we're good for now.
Grenade! No mercy! Down into darkness.
That man's got an invisible mace.
Indomitus
The Indomitus Crusade.
What the Groot is it?
It's pretty big news. Can't pay any attention to the Vox.
That's the mission. We should join.
Oh, I've got full ammo.
Ammo!
I'd like to thank the veteran marksman for existing and being able to provide me additional ammo. Nice try, Trapper. Quick, fill that back up. Good, great, excellent. I see him over there. No, I don't. That's not him. Never mind.
Those sinners are condemned.
Disappointed no return? Oh, I might as well hit this now. Looks like an event. Oh, we have both Grims. I don't know when that happened, but alright.
As instructed.
I will be honest, I kind of like these guys. They're not terrible. They have issues, but yeah, that's normal. At first sight, more competent than the average people I run into. Alright, so we're okay for now.
Interrogator has crashed. Restart.
Nice try, Flamer. But I'm playing as Ogren and not one of the squishy characters. I can stun lock you to death. Alright. Break. Ooh, I shouldn't have healed. Whatever. Hindsight's 20/20. Ray is not doing well. I canceled my own. Oh, that's wild. Not good, but wild.
Net is legging it. What's with that anyhow?
All praise the Omnissiah. Nothing is restored.
nation slain.
There's that bomber. I mean, I'm gonna real quick just sneak on over. Stealthy ogrins. I got you, bud. I might have you less than I expected.
Sightening! Engaging!
Cypher exfiltration faltering. Connection lost. Compensate.
Heads down! Sniper!
I embrace my end.
Bro, that's a good shot!
Interrogator not responding. Manual.
No, it's the one across.
The Emperor demands you die! Stupid! Snivelies!
Alright, that last guy's stunned. That means I can go up no problem. Take this opportunity to reload.
You have somehow
Gray is not in a good way.
Iterative phase nearing completion.
Hate being on fire.
Come on, someone get your moving.
Vault Cypher identified. Proceed with mission.
Fun fact, dogs will do instant damage when they pounce. Go, Gray.
The infantryman's private says he's in. That's good enough for me. Last year, 220 engaged. Stay!
Ah. We are not in a good way. Gray hasn't gone down, but the tick of both Grims has been very, very bad on him.
Wounded to the quick! Oh, suddenly it's such a suicide mission! Fulmer! Drop him! Need to keep going! Need to!
Son of a bitch! Every special on the planet has spawned in that room.
Ammo! Can we hit Plague? Shoot it!
To hear Rennick talk about it, the dark power that the heretic...
All right, I'm willing to bet Gray dies. Like no hate on Gray, but
I'll hit him so hard, I'll knock the Plague out of him!
like it's one of those things where Gray is so roughed up by the fucking corruption.
Delta 175.
Pretty good.
Ready and kill shot. I am called shot.
Trappers down! Got a tongue flamer!
Oh, we're in for it. I've been to this map before, just not in this direction. Classic Fat Shark with the bi-directional maps. Oh, that's disappointing.
Reloading!
Got this. Good.
Grenade out!
This is a rotten fight! Yeah! Take cover!
All right, I am in the worst of ways. Nope, there goes Gray.
Direct course along Y-axis. Hangar Delta 175 is below your current position.
I must heal! Never been to Spires. Always there. Those parasites.
All right, I'm gonna have to drink for that, but it's okay.
No
It's okay.
crawl beast up top. Nasty.
Ah, yes. Now that I've got some alcohol in me, the game isn't nearly as bad. I guess any form of tension has just gone out the window.
With me, pilgrims, our way lies in darkness. Enemy! Shooting is fast, but mashing enemy with fists is best. Rotten stop!
Right.
Try to stop me! Demon Ghost! Vision fire! That's the range
Can't do
What?
this without
What?
Sorry.
Well, that's not supposed to happen. So that is very clearly a bug. That was the demon host leaving. We saw it go through the portal up into the ceiling, and that's where it killed me from. It's not supposed to do that. Well, I managed to get our teammate up, so I guess they got this. I've never seen a demon host kill 3 people before. That doesn't happen. I guess it's a good thing I got Gray up in time.
Disengage excise vault lock.
Hello, what's this?
This run is dead, so. Yep. Alright. Yeah, this run died because teammates... Yeah, I think that that demon host bugged out. It killed 2 people and was supposed to leave after that. but decided it wanted a third. I guess it's a good thing I revived Gray when I did, or maybe me reviving Gray is what caused it. I don't know, and I don't have an answer. I've got a lot of wine to drink now, so that's great. What a time. What a time to be playing Darktide. Quite the load screen we're getting here. Quite the load screen. So, how's everyone doing? Oh, fucking god, this game and this dev team. I'm still slightly tilted about Fat Shark just going and saying, what? No, we weren't being predatory. No. We made an oopsie. They're fucking lying to our faces. But this is what we get. This is... Of all the things I expected Fat Shark to do, that wasn't one of them. You know? Like, I had expected the game to be broken. I was right. I expected the game to launch not entirely complete. I was right. I didn't think they'd get everything done from... Like, well, I will say, I expected the game to be done, in essence, whenever the game launched. But, like, playing the beta really solidified that, oh, they're launching an incomplete product. Like, I expected the game to have bugs. I didn't expect it to be in the situation, in the state that it's in. Because there are problems that I face, uniquely, as someone playing with a 10-year-old CPU. I have an AMD FX 8320, and I can play the game. I don't have a problem playing the game. The frame rate is inconsistent, but that's on me. I fully understand that. That's on me. The outstanding problem... Oh, that's really good. The outstanding problem is that... Yeah, that's got some pretty good damage on it. The outstanding problem is that the game just... It's missing features. Like, in this stream, there have been a couple bits where I've just been looking at enemies and they're just silently swinging away. And it's not like they're normal mooks where you can probably get away with that and they'll be dead in 1 or 2 hits. No, these are elites. These are the elite enemies that are of note. They're ragers, they're maulers, they're crushers, they're bulwarks. They're just sitting there silently swinging their weapons. As if they're not chaos-tainted abominations, you know? Alright, I'm gonna buy that curio. I'm gonna lose an amount of health from this, but that should be okay. I gain an additional wound. Yeah, I'm gonna miss that extra 15% health, but that's the way of the game, you know? Alright, I'm gonna queue difficulty 3 once again. There's difficulty 1 with ventilation purge. I've never actually seen a difficulty 1 with vent purge. Normally difficulty 1s are incredibly clean and there's absolutely nothing on them. Difficulty 3 with vent purge. This is an assassination, which is rough. Difficulty 2 with vent purge and scriptures. Difficulty 3 with scriptures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are there so many assassination missions? What the fuck? What the fuck? Right, no, don't worry about it. I have a friend messaging me in Discord. You can sneak patch demon hosts like witches in Left 4 Dead 2. That doesn't save you if you're playing with randos, and you have to play with randos unless you're playing with a pre-made 4-stack. I guess if I'd been faster on my typing and gotten out like, don't wake the demon host, or demon nearby, maybe the teammates wouldn't have aggroed it. But there's no guarantee. You know? Like, that's part of the problem with the learning curve of the game, is that you don't necessarily know you can ignore the demon host. You don't necessarily know what a demon host is. But even when you do, that doesn't guarantee your teammates do. You do not have control over other people, as much as it might be of your chagrin. As much as it drives me up the wall whenever I've got teammates that run in and spook demon hosts, and then the demon host acts weird outside of its programming. Because I'm pretty sure demon hosts kill half the team and then leave. I think I would have survived had I not revived that guy, had I not revived Gary when I did, and had let the demon host just leave. But what happened is, while it was leaving, I revived my teammate, so in the process of leaving, its hostility peaked again. So while it was outside the map, while I couldn't hit it, while my teammate couldn't hit it, it killed me. It then executed me. I don't want to do any of these missions. Disruption... No. Disruption is that one where you gotta hack a bunch of things with a bunch of enemies crawling all over you, and that's not fun. Investigations suck because it's... Okay. Right, so investigations, you gotta scan a bunch of stuff, and you gotta move through an area with a servo skull and scan more things, and then there's one big finale event where you gotta go around and, you guessed it, scan even more things with infinitely spawning enemies, and it's just, it's a mess. I don't particularly enjoy it because I have to solo queue this nonsense. If I had 3 friends, and we were in comms and we were talking actively about this, that'd be fine. But solo queuing this, playing these in a bubble, are not fun. There's no difficulty 5 mission. It occurs to me that there's difficulty 1, 2, 3, and 4, but there's no difficulty 5 kicking around right now. Difficulty 5 being the hardest. That's weird. That is a mission I can get behind. That is an espionage, and I enjoy espionage missions because they're easy, and they're fairly quick. So cue me up for some espionage with some grimoires. I'm sure this won't go poorly. You have all the drops now. You're welcome, Dan. Do you even own Darktide? I'm curious.
But there is no more Cadian bacon.
Key bindings, voice chat. V. You lie.
Time for a bit of counter-intel work. Let's dump some nice juicy fake...
Not yet, you'll try to get it before Christmas. I strongly recommend you do not. Like, if this seems like your cup of tea, do it. If you don't have Vermintide 2 tainting your perception of the game, do it. If you don't mind the predatory microtransaction and the launch of a blatantly unfinished game, get it. But if you respect your own time, don't do it. This is coming from someone who's playing it. This is coming from someone who put 750, 60 hours into Vermintide 2. This is someone who played War of the Roses and War of the Vikings. Sorry, I think I bumped my charging cable. New game to play with Lord.
Strong survive.
I'm of the opinion that what Fat Shark has done with with Darktide isn't really cool. I can't in good conscience recommend Vermintide 2. No, not Vermintide 2, Darktide. Darktide launched not feature complete. The crafting system isn't done yet. Sure, they can complete it now, but the point is, they went through the beta and they launched the premium store on the full release of the game while the crafting system still isn't done. What is the point of the crafting system? You are beholden to a 1-hour timer for your equipment, for your gear. The game isn't done. Whenever this mission's finished, I will show you where the crafting station is. I will show you the altar of the Omnissiah. Yeah, what Fat Shark did is not fucking cool. That's not okay in my book, and I'm playing it because I already have it. I will be honest, I was tempted to refund the game on full release, seeing what they did. But I put enough time into it that it's just like, well, I'm already this invested, I suppose. But, like, the story doesn't matter. The characters are non-existent. The banter that was in Vermintide 2 isn't there. But I played through the beta of Darktide. And I had my sneaking suspicions. I will be honest, I expected them to do a season pass kind of thing. I'm glad they didn't. But what they did was, on full release of the game, without all of the weapons that they promised being in, without the crafting system being done, they added a real money shop that has predatory microtransactions. I will, in detail, explain what those are very, very soon, whenever this is over. I'm half tempted to leave this mission to just show it off. But what they did was that, if you're familiar with Vermintide 2, what Vermintide 2 did is they added premium hats. You could pay real money and get a very lovely hat. And I will be honest, the premium skins were leaps and bounds better than the free skins you could get. What Darktide has done is they've introduced a premium currency at launch that does not match any single item. You will either pay too much and get too much premium currency and have some extra kicking about, or you'll pay too little and not have enough for what you want. It does that, and all of the microtransactions are on a 1-week rotation. They are using unfair pricing strategies and the fear of missing out. These are classic predatory microtransaction systems. And Fat Shark had the gall to go and do an interview and say, we did this because we didn't want to be predatory. Oopsie whoopsie, we didn't launch with one of the pricing options. Whoops, our bad. All those people who got suckered in to the microtransactions, well, I guess they're just shit out of luck. I'm not okay with that. I'm still playing this game because I already have it, but it's one of those things where I am incredibly bitter. I was suspicious of Fat Shark because of War of the Roses and War of the Vikings and what they did with that. But I didn't expect them to do this, I'll be honest. Am I taking it a little personally? Maybe. Maybe. I shouldn't be, but it's one of those things where it's not cool. It's not alright. And I'm willing to bet that they have... that you might have noticed that in Darktide, if you've been watching me or watching other people play Darktide, that a lot of really big names are playing Darktide. Suspicious numbers of people are playing this game. People who don't normally like this genre of game. People who aren't interested in Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Fantasy are playing this game. There's a demon head nearby. And I'm willing to bet that they're paying for people to play the game. They're doing paid promotion streams for some of the larger streamers. And that irks the shit out of me. They launched the game incomplete with microtransactions, and they're paying for people to play the game? Even if it's not, it's really suspect. It is really damn suspect. Sponsored content. Yeah, they're getting their message out there that, yeah, this game exists. I don't like it. I don't appreciate what they've done. The game isn't done. And the argument of, well, microtransactions will let them continue to fund the game doesn't fly here because they're paying for streamers to cover the content. That's not okay in my book. They're taking whatever money they got on the first, like, from your pre-orders, from the first day of microtransactions and putting it back into a wider community that does not care. The people who are playing the game day one, who were covering the beta like I was, were the people who already had the game. We already paid.
Speak proper.
First the water cartel, now the heretics.
Yeah, Pokemon was a mess as well.
Scab, shot for there. Grimoire.
What? Yeah, that's cool. I feel like I've gone on a very long tirade. That wasn't entirely necessary, but it got my feelings off of my chest. Like, I apologize if that was a tirade, but it's one of those things where I guess I can't hide those emotions, not when I've been drinking, right?
Just doing me duty, sir.
They always know they can release shit ahead of schedule. The game is blatantly not done. I don't think anyone disagrees with the fact that it's not done. Some people find it fun. I have issues with some of the mechanics and the way the game just is. Like that is some nonsense. Why can they turn on a dime? Why do Ragers and other elites have no sound files? They just quietly walk towards you? But like... Like, I feel kind of bad playing the game and talking about, like, no, it's don't avoid. Like, wait a year, maybe more, or don't get it at all to ensure these predatory practices are shown to be not profitable. But that ship has sailed. The amount of premium cosmetics I've seen... are just outlandish. Like, I guess a lot of people... No, I meant to tag that before picking it up, but whatever. The amount of people running the premium cosmetics is really high, and that means that people picked it up after the beta ended. They didn't pre-order, they picked it up day one. They saw the nice hats, and they went with that. They just accepted that, oh yeah, these transactions are shit, but hey, whatever. Good handling, though. That one isn't even the problem. You'll see later that there are the enemies called Ragers. And they're just quiet. They just walk towards you. There are maulers that, sure, their attacks have noises, but they don't do anything. They don't threaten you. They don't talk shit. They don't talk smack. They just walk towards you and swing. There are things called Crushers, Ogrins that have been corrupted by chaos that just walk towards you and swing. I guess Reapers have the benefit of laughing at you, but, like, that's not nearly enough. Like, that's a bulwark. Is he making any noise? Is there any... What they could do for a bulwark whenever it has spotted you, they could make it do a testudo. They could have the bulwark smack its shield with its melee weapon. And that would solve the problem. That would announce that, yes, there is a bulwark. Yes, it sees you. But no, it just looks at you and it just silently approaches. It doesn't taunt you, it doesn't say anything. It's there. Like, it's not fair to compare it to, like, it's like if a hunter didn't growl or a witch didn't cry. That sniper's really far out. I can't do anything about that. But, like, it's one of those things where I hate to compare it, but it has to be done. With Vermintide 2, with elites, with stronger enemies, they had sound cues. Like, I appreciate that there is a sound cue for the sniper. The sniper plays a distinct sound before it shoots. But it would be nice if when it spawned, or whenever it spotted you, if instead of that noise, whenever it's lined up a shot already, if it made a joke. If it said something like tracking target, or something. But no, we just get the sound of the shot. And then we have to dodge.
There are answers in this place, but you will require your auspices to find them. What are you waiting for?
Maybe my standard is too high. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the biggest problem, is my standard is too high. Like, I want to give Fat Shark the benefit of the doubt. I put 700 hours in Vermintide 2, which on the Twitch community side isn't a lot, but like, two thumbs up on God of War Ragnarok. Wasn't a fan of how it ended, but it was a complete game from start to finish. Well, that's the thing. God of War Ragnarok launched with, I'm guessing, at least an enhanced version of God of War's crafting system. Like, it was a complete game. It was done. Like, anything released from now on is going to be DLC. It's going to be expansion. It's going to be new stuff. It's not going to be, like, literal features of the game. It's not going to be fucking crafting. It's not going to be ways to acquire equipment. It's going to be, like, new bosses and new areas. It's going to be cool shit. What we get to look forward for updates in fucking Darktide is the features they promised before launch. Like, I want to point out, in the intro cutscene, there is an enemy that you don't face at any point in Darktide. They show a spawn of chaos, a unique spawn of chaos for the 40k universe. You at no point face that. It's not anywhere in the game. It's just in that cutscene and nowhere else.
Cartel must be snifflers.
And I should...
Pretty easy.
And I apologize. I'm ranting, I'm raving like a drunken lunatic. But it's one of those things where it's just like... Is this the standard we've set for video games these days, where it's absolutely acceptable to release unfinished products where they promised the moon and delivered fucking rocks? Like, it's one thing to say, like, okay, we're gonna have XYZ and only deliver on X and Y. It's an entirely different thing to say we're gonna have XYZ and deliver on fucking W. No Man's Sky is different. It didn't have predatory microtransaction. That's one thing I'll give it. Is that after No Man's Sky had its spectacularly bad launch, they said, we're sorry. Here's all the new content, the new skins for free. You can earn these in the game. But No Man's Sky at least had the stance of the community of, we fucked up, we're sorry. Fat Shark doesn't give a shit. Now, why do I say Fat Shark doesn't give a shit? That might be unfair, but for them to go to fucking games journals, to PC Gamer, and say, whoops, we didn't add a premium currency to Breed Predatory, without addressing any concerns on the Steam community page, without anything on the subreddit, is disingenuous at best. It is horrendous in my opinion. It is so fucking foul. Like, that screams, okay, this is PR, this is for the people who aren't already part of the community. They're gonna believe this lie, and they're gonna buy the game, and then they're gonna get involved in the community whenever they get confused and have questions, and it's gonna be too late by then. Like, that's my feelings on it. Some of the top streamers for Darktide aren't like that, and they can have their opinions. It's one of those things where everyone has their own stance on it. I might be particularly caustic, particularly acidic, and at this point, it's just, I can't help it. If you look up Fat Shark's previous titles, War of the Roses and War of the Vikings, you might understand why I am the way I am. And the way Fat Shark handled War of the Roses and War of the Vikings. I am incredibly bitter about those games. And it's just, it's dumb. It's not good, it's not fair, it shouldn't be this way, but it is. I don't have any control over it, Fat Shark does, but they've made their choice. They've placed their name, they've set their stage, this is what they want. I got you, bud. Come on.
Data stream. Acceptable quality.
If I get me a job, that's nightmare.
Also, full disclosure, I've just... Oh, I feel kind of bad for my teammates. I've had one of those times where I've just glossed over this entire mission. I was too focused on ranting, and I have no idea... And I've just missed this entire mission. Too much vim and vigor into talking and not enough into what we're doing. I have no idea what Zayat's doing. Oh, fucking muties. You mean they're not dead, so it's a win. I mean, in all fairness, when it comes to playing the game, being not dead is a prerequisite.
Master, incoming!
Let's go ahead and get that reloaded. Dan, how bad has my gameplay been? I'm curious. You've been here since I started my tirades. And you're actually still in chat, so...
You have somehow succeeded in solving the issue.
I haven't used the punch at all today. I've been so concentrated on airing my grievances that I haven't properly,
Never easy. I blame you, Rollins.
Save all your asses again. I'm gonna bitch the entire time. Yeah, that's... Well, that's good to know. I wonder what it's gonna be like to watch back this VOD. I wonder how much I'm gonna cringe. Oh, finally. I don't think I've picked up any ammo this time around, so that's a plus. I don't know if I've taken much damage either.
You are in his hands. A hound is coming!
Data inbound. Continue. Defend.
Ready to burn! These are data intelligence are working!
You got it, Harkin. Did I just clip through the charging dude? So fun fact, those charging dudes, when they spawn, they select a target. Not after. Not while they're charging. That charging dude was targeting someone fucking else. That's why I could charge through him. I've had multiple times where he's targeted me and I've tried to charge through him and it's failed. It only worked because he was targeting someone else. I took some curse there, but it's fine. Alright, so fun fact, we can see from where it is that it's actually done. Ziot! Bliet move feste. Ziot's got one of the Grims. Ziot! Suke! Move feste, bliet. Oh, there's two of them. Come on, bud, we've got places to go and things to do. We've got rewards to collect. For the Emperor. Right, so at basically the start of this level, I said I'd show you what I mean. What they did. And what they've claimed. And I'm still... I can feel the bile rising up in my goddamn throat. I'm still tilted. Which I feel is justified considering I bought this fucking game. Right, after I show this off, I need to take a short BRB. And, I apologize for that, but these things happen. You can't exactly control the call of nature. Right. Nice rendering, by the way. So what they did was during the beta, they introduced consecration. They introduced the first bit of the crafting. This is the Shrine of the Omnissiah. And you cannot combine blessings. That doesn't exist yet. You can entreat Hedron. You can select a piece of equipment. You cannot refine. You cannot earn blessing. You cannot re-bless. You can only consecrate. This feature is not done yet. And this is the full release of the game. But without crafting, without an additional way to acquire equipment, the only way to acquire equipment right now is through the requisition of weapons and curios and to wait up to an hour for things to happen. As you can see, I finished that mission without this refreshing. I still have things that I bought before the mission still in here. In 21 minutes, basically another whole mission, it'll be done. The other way is upon reaching level 11, there's Sire Milk, who they've picked a dog-ass name for, let's be honest. Sire Milk gives you weekly missions you gain a different fucking currency for, and you can either buy mystery boxes and get random, or you can buy from his limited time shop. Which is wonderful. It's great. It only requires you to complete all of them, and maybe you can afford 2. You have to choose between Sire Milk, which is 1 week refresh, or that other shop, which is a 1 hour refresh. But don't worry, don't fucking worry, the premium currency shop is here. Don't worry about it. These limited time, 1 week only skins are here. How much is 2,400 arbitrary premium currency? Well, let's look. Oh, you can't buy 2,400 premium currency per bundle. You can buy less or you can buy more, which isn't enough for two. It isn't enough for 2 sets, so you're going to end up with too little. Or you can buy this, which ends you with too little. You can buy this and then the cheapest one, which ends you up with too much. I ran the math recently. In order to buy every single thing in the shop, all the premium currency, not all the premium currency, all of these skins, plus all of these dog-ass other things. This other bundle, which is like less than half the price, plus the additional hats, the additional weapons, and all this other stuff will cost you more than 80 American dollars. You will need to spend more than $80 buying more than 2 of the largest pack to buy everything out of the shop. No one is going to buy everything out of the shop, but the implication is there that they spent valuable dev time on a game that isn't done on a microtransaction store and skins that are not complete. Phrasing, I'm sorry. Microtransaction store and skins. The game isn't done, but hey, the microtransaction store is there. It's just, Is the cheapest one still the best deal per Aquila? Not quite. I'll go ahead and show you. The cheapest one is 400.
Hang on. Don't you have a debt to settle?
Dude, you fucking mind.
Oh,
So, if you were to buy the cheapest skin, it's 400. But that's... you get 100 more than you need. I can't do the math right now. I can't be bothered. But it's one of those things where the implication of we spent all this time on a microtransaction score and look at all these skins, while there are still bits of the game that aren't quite finished. Bits of polish that aren't quite there. Things that showed we really cared about this fucking IP that just aren't there. Look, I shouldn't be this passionate about it, but I play a lot of games. A lot of people play games in order to help relax, to unwind. And the barrier of entry has always been you buy your system of choice, whether it be a PC with its individual parts or a console. You then find a game that interests you, that piques your interest, and you buy it. You can then experience the game in its entirety, from start to finish, from the day you buy that disc. From the day you buy that cartridge. That's what it used to be, and that's what it used to be for me. I remember playing a PlayStation 1, a Nintendo 64 with its big, chunky cartridges, where they said, don't blow into the cartridges, but we did it anyways, because we were stupid fucking kids. We did that. And that was just what it used to be. You'd plug in the cartridge, you'd have an entire game. You'd have hours and hours of entertainment. And now it's just, here's an incomplete product you've already paid for. Don't worry, we promise we'll patch it into a playable condition TM, and we won't nickel and dime you by having the completed fucking bits and pieces of the game via DLC. It's... I shouldn't be this mad, but it's the slow decay of my hobby. It is the slow desecration of something that used to be near and dear to me that I'm growing ever more distant of. And I guess... I don't know. This was something I put so much time into, not just Darktide, but video games in general, and to watch the entire thing just spiral into greed and stupidity, short-sightedness, and it's a sad thing. Like, I'll argue that I would care significantly less if Darktide had done its pre-order beta, and then on launch day they said, we're sorry, it's not done, we're going into early access. I would have respected them more if they had done that than what they did. What we got. Because in theory, not in practice, they would never do this in practice. I'm almost certain, is that tomorrow they could cancel support for this game. They could say, it's not profitable, we're done with it. Don't worry, we said this was the complete game, so you're shit out of luck. They could. They won't, but they could, and that bothers me immensely. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ratman Horatio. I need to take 5 minutes to do some stuff. I apologize. I'll return in just a moment. Good afternoon. I'm back. I apologize. Whew. Right, you're gonna hear me plug my phone in. I took care of the call of nature. How's my phone being plugged in? Don't worry, that was my system, not yours. And I went and I washed my face. To answer your question, Dan, that you asked. Wrong shop. Right shop. So you asked if these Aquilas are, the bonus on them is every purchase or just the singular one. I don't know specifically because I've never bought any. But I'm going to assume that it's every purchase. That you aren't buying 2,000 and getting 100 free. You're buying 2,100. It's doing that. I don't think it's just the first purchase, it's every purchase. It does that, which you've seen in Diablo Immortal. You've seen in other gacha-style games.
I'll see you again.
All that's left is for them to introduce a new mechanic for pull for the Emperor's favor, where they pull one time, and then they have a pull 10. That's all that's left for them to transition into gacha. And in all fairness, we're already kind of there. Nope. 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 Wow, all these missions suck. Quick play, difficulty 3. Send me, oh game. Have mercy and put me on a mission that isn't bad. I put it in your hands, oh Darktide.
System records indicate that the primary smelter at Manufactorum HL1736.
That can you just heard is an energy drink.
Metaphysical corruption is suspected. Diagnose and eliminate the infestation. The Omnissiah calls you to this duty. Do not make the mistake of turning.
I'll be honest, that entire tirade has me emotionally drained, and I need a little kick to get me physically going again. It's... I'm sorry. I bumped my goddamn cord again. Don't worry about it, it's just me. Alright, so crunching the numbers, it's a one-time bonus. The lowest price per kilo is 208 per USD. This one is $200. 1 extra kilo per dollar and a one-time buy. If it is a one-time.
Big Boss says this is the place. Then here we stand.
I guess at the end of the day, Dan, does that make it any better? Does that undo any of the damage they've already done, both to their reputation? No, not at all. But at 7,000, it's much less per dollar. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I missed.
Get rotted dog off! Wallop that bleeding dog! Stand dry! Reloading! Prepare! Right up the middle! Nothing to eat in huge factory! Out of the way!
I took an unnecessary amount of damage. The 500 coin option is $6. Oh, okay.
Get over and down! Get him!
Right, before I went off, before I took my quick break, washed my face, and calmed down a little bit, I want to point out that Fat Shark went and did an interview with PC Gamer. They might have done it elsewhere, it might have been a public proverbial interview, I don't know, but you can look it up. Fat Shark responds to microtransactions. They have the audacity to say that they specifically went with the premium currency model to avoid predatory microtransactions. And that is the most blatant and disingenuous lie I've ever heard. Like, it's such a shit thing to go out and just say. And it's not like they addressed the community and their concerns. No, they went straight to journalists, to media outlet, and we're just like, see, we're not shit. Buy our product. And then buy the product within the product so we can double dip on your hard-earned money.
I'm
And it's just, it's not cool in my opinion. That's not okay. I probably said that before, but it's just, I'm so tilted. Also, I think you can cancel Ogryn charges by tapping S. I don't know why, but you can. I'm glad I know that I can cancel them now. I just wish it was the same as it was in Vermintide, the game I was super comfortable with. At the end of the day, it's irrelevant. And I'm a bitter old fogey. That's all there is to it. Also, 3 Ogryns and a single bot is always fun. There are no tomes, there are no grims, there are no scribes, there are no grimoires. It's just get through the mission. We got a monster. No idea. Also, it has occurred to me that around the time I started my stream, I said I wanted to increase the volume of the music. I wanted to increase the volume of the music to see if the music was as good or as proverbially bad as I think it is, but it's one of those things where I just think the music is unremarkable. It's nothing special. It's no Warhammer 40k Mechanicus soundtrack. It's just... it's there. Alright, music. Turn that up to 70%. Thought I dodged it. I did not.
Beauty down.
God, I hate snipers. They do so much damage. Yeah, you can... It's weird that in the mandatory tutorials they give, they don't tell you how to cancel charge attacks. Oh yeah, you can also inspect your grenade boxes. Wonderful.
This area doctor's damaged. Not good, not bad.
Short-term disruption nullifies our goals, while leaving the structure intact for further subversion.
So let's smash this dump and get out of it.
Alright, both of my teammates need ammo, so I'm not gonna take it.
Outstanding! I bet that tastes like it smells. Bad.
Clarity on the science works. Purge the metaphysical contagion. Purge has commenced satisfactorily. Continue. This would appear to be Smelter Complex Alpha. Head downwards.
Better men. Dead.
I require the medicine.
Patch and stitch. Ill, lads. Stand and fight like a soldier, Sparkhead. Thank you, sweet Ogrin.
There's a dog.
Out of it. And he starts.
That guy just running into a barrel over and over again. You'd love to see it. Also, someone was in here and didn't see the Diamantine?
Its victims can rest now.
Ammo! Ammo. Just what I wanted. Dark flavor! No more dark flavor!
Alright, we're good. Well, I'm the only one who needs this.
Oh, look! Trapper's dead!
Smelter control is close.
That's right! Reloaded!
God, I hate ranged enemies. So why do I pull so much aggro when it comes to ranged enemies? Me and the entire team standing out there, and I'm the one getting shot. Big old box of diamond team. No, this Mauler isn't making any noise. No threats, no fun dialogue, just silently jogs towards you. It's just... It feels like there's less care. It's a weird thing to complain about, I guess, at this point, but... I just... It's the little things that are adding up. And I guess these are things that you wouldn't notice if you didn't play Vermintide 2. Because these are small details that were in Vermintide 2. And I get that Darktide isn't Vermintide 2. I get that they're different games. I do. But holding a game developer to a standard that they set... You know? I don't know anymore. I'm tired.
Demon Head! Don't mess with it!
We leave the Demon Head alone because they are wildly dangerous and disproportionately responsible for my fucking failed missions.
It's screaming in my mind!
Ogrin, look, ammunition for you.
Ammo!
Those heretics will befoul this blessed machine no longer.
At least we have a wizard. Where? I lost sight of the, How the hell did that trapper get mixed in with all the other units? When I charged... It should have gone... I'm sorry, I'm not doing alright.
Heads! Rot, yeah!
I stand ready to assist. As you
I'm just gonna get this over with.
If I got to work, so should stupid
I'm probably
machine.
gonna I'm probably gonna depression drink after this and just not stream that because I don't think people need to see someone just drink sadly to themselves as their hobbies become completely non-hobbyist friendly. Alright, where's the last one gonna be?
Sees your efforts and is pleased. Initiate restart cycle. Iterative phase nearing completion.
Come on, Starkhead! You can do better than that!
Oh, there goes the wizard. It is an unfortunate prospect for the Psyker to die, but we can still get him.
Success achieved. You are permitted a 5-second
I'm not
celebration
leaving the
for
wizard.
extraction.
Come on, Tickle, we gotta go.
Get outside, then! Stay out to be doggy! Chewing them up,
I love randos. I love teammates. They're so great at being team players. They're so wonderful. So very affectionate. Great. Get me out of here. I'm so tired. Seems the energy drink hasn't kicked in quick enough, so I'm just gonna have my sadness drink about the state of my hobby. Yeah. I dropped a few frames somewhere, and I honestly don't care. I'm too tired. Apparently changing scenes in OBS will cause me to drop frames, and I guess, yeah, I'm on the precipice when it comes to what my CPU is capable of. And that's fine. I'm so tired. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for stopping by. I'm Ratman Horatio, and I've made myself sad this stream between the drinking and I guess it is what it is, isn't it? Have a good night, everyone, and I hope you all have a great weekend. See you all to maybe... It's fucking English. See you all tomorrow, maybe. Dan, I hope you have a good night. Anyone else who stopped by or watches this later on YouTube, I hope you have a good day as well.